not talk about the kids because you don't have any history.
True.
Like you and I, we can talk about non-kid stuff all day.
Ah, I miss non-kid days.
You know, we can talk about that stuff all day. And our friend just chimed in and said it's not possible. But it's almost like what else do we talk about? I mean, we can talk, Trey. I mean, we can talk.
Yeah, we talk.
We can talk.
I got this mamba in my mouth. It tastes good,
it's
but
so
now
good. Now it's real.
My mouth feels very watery now and juicy.
Yeah, with that strawberry one. I stole that from the kids.
And I stole it from you.
Shout out to the Easter baskets that were provided this weekend.
Why is Easter like almost in May this year?
That's what I said. I'm accustomed to Easter being around the 1st of April, right?
The end of March, 1st of April.
I thought it was the same weekend as my youngest's birthday.
Not always.
Then I found out it was, April
21st. But the daylight savings is this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
We got to spring forward.
Another hour.
Yes.
I guess I got to go at 11. And I'm not giving them back their candy. That's mine now.
And I'm eating it. Do you hear me?
They got years. This ain't no ASMR video.
You can hear me eating this mamba right now. It is good.
They got years to grow their teeth. I'm done with mine. But so the bottom line of this is revitalize your life and revitalize your relationship.
Yes.
And your spouse has to be on board too, or your mate has to be on board. You can't be doing all this by yourself. You can't be out here at the gym, getting your mind creatively sound, and working on yourself mentally and emotionally.
Let's talk about that some more next week.
Okay.
One spouse is trying to do all of these things,
yes,
and the other spouse isn't. When you're not on the same page,
let's dig a little bit into that.
Let's
now.
talk about.
You want to wait?
Yeah, because we only got like 15 minutes left.
Okay. That's we
gotta do all our shout outs and promos and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So next week, let's just
write that down because we'll forget. Put a pin on that and Pinterest.
Let me write it down.
What is that conversation? Not equally yoked? Is that what the old people say?
Is it not? I don't think
it's
that's
not
necessarily
yoked.
Being not unevenly yoked. But it's when you're just not on the same page. One like they just said. Mm-hmm. If one of y'all, what's she talking about now?
Use a shovel now and dig.
No, I can't use a shovel right now and dig.
You want to have a bunch of resumes with you? Resumes?
Ma'am.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying. How do you overcome those challenges?
And I'm writing shopping list, show topics. Because I want to get my mind right for this. Like that.
How to frame that conversation?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all remember that too. If you got some feedback to that, a introduction to that conversation is we will be discussing how to work through the challenges of a relationship when one is progressive and one is stagnant. Is that the way to put it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, anyway, for this conversation, don't lose yourself. We do it so easily. I feel like I've pretty much lost myself at this point. Does it get better when they get older? You think?
I don't. I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
It just depends on the person. Like when we talked this morning, you were talking about how your grandmother is involved in so many different organizations.
Oh, yeah.
They all spoke at her birthday over the weekend. I think that's key as well when you're actually involved in things.
Yeah.
Because I can almost guarantee you the bulk of those affiliations were not child related.
No, not a one.
Yes.
Not a one involved my mother. Not a one.
So she was a woman that was still keeping her life progressing and going forward.
And this was after retirement. Most of this was even after retirement.
But some of it she did.
Oh, a lot of it she did during her career. You know. But it's funny you say that because that was one of the things that kind of one of the main themes is how independent she was, also being a wife and a mother and everything, but she was an individual. You know, there was nothing about her that was just my grandfather's wife or my mother's mom. There was a whole different identity to her that people recognized, and they considered her a leader. So, how do you get that? And I think that is one of the things, getting involved in organizations. Maybe we should join something.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Oh, y'all,
say,
what should we join?
It's some things. It's like there are some organizations that I do want to join.
What you thinking about?
Like I always wanted to be an Eastern Star.
My grandmother's an Eastern Star.
I know.
A tent, an eagle, Delta, everything else in the world. You can name about every organization.
Yes. So that's one
I know
thing.
somebody can get us into the Eastern Stars.
Sign me up.
Okay. But y'all think that's a good idea? Y'all give us feedback. Okay. Why did you want to be Eastern Star?
Just because I just like their community based approach and
yes to the stuff. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna become Eastern Star. Oh, my grandma will be so proud.
Yes.
Oh, okay, we're gonna do that. And we already said this from the very beginning, that we were going to
yes, we know.
Yes, we were going to.
She just asked me if it was something I ever wanted to do. But yes.
We also said we were going to start doing some charity work as a team.
Yeah.
And involve our kids. But even if we don't involve the kids, we can have an identity as Mommies Off Duty working in the community.
Well, even before that, like before, I had the second baby, like I did a lot of work with Hands On Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like I just, every MLK day, every HOA day, sometimes on youth service days in April, like I always did the major projects, and then I did the small projects in between. Mm-hmm. And at one point, they actually invited me to do their civic leadership training program. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't balance it all. But I think that's something I also want to get back active in. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily know how often I want to do it, but I know that it's something that I want to get back into. Mm-hmm. So, I think we could probably do some MOD-based community involvement.
Yeah, and create our own.
Yeah.
We will definitely start doing some drives and things like that to help the moms in need, and we got a lot planned. Like we said last week, we're kind of looking at a lot of rebranding opportunities. Not sure exactly where that leads us yet, because we've been so busy. We haven't had an opportunity to sit down, one-on-one to talk through the next stages. Right. But we know that it's more. It's a lot more
that we need to do, that we can do.
Yeah, that we can do. And like I said, other than just the typical posting and the weekly show, there's a lot that can be done in between, and it would be beneficial for everyone. Yes. And a lot of fun, I think.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to come down to a matter of organization.
Yeah, which we tend to be a little...
You're more organized than me.
Oh, well, then we are lost. We are lost.
You are more organized than me.
Yes. So, where are we? Okay, we got about 10 minutes.
So, yeah, we got about 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So, don't forget, we gotta,
give your plugs.
Oh, he said we can still do our full hour, but that means we want to cut into somebody else's show.
Who are those?
That's what I'm about to say. We got to talk about what comes up next. Mm-hmm. And you know that it's Monday night. So right after us is Hey Love.
Yes.
Tonight is being hosted by Daddy Raw.
Yes.
I like Daddy Raw.
That threw me all off guard today.
That's my dude right there. That is my dude. So, Monday night is a full night on Smash Mouth FM. You got us, Mommies Off Duty, from 7 to 8. And then from 8 to 9, you got Hey Love. And then from 9 to 11, you have Blue Monday. And I believe Blue Monday is hosted by Daddy Raw as well.
Okay. He got a full night.
He does have a full night. So it's a full evening of talk, love, soul for the happy hour crowd, the lovers, the 9 to 5ers, and everyone else in between. Mm-hmm. It's grown, it's informative, and most importantly, it's entertaining.
Okay.
Most importantly.
So speaking of entertaining, we got a few more minutes. You had some time off last week. What completely careless thing did you do? Like, did you watch something ridiculous? Did you...
Oh, yes, girl.
Okay.
So, Wednesday was my birthday.
Yeah.
But I did not get to be as free as I wanted to. It was infringed. It was infringed upon.
It was.
But that's neither here nor there. But on Thursday, I did veg out. So on Netflix, it's a series called Working Mom.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it. I saw the preview.
Okay, so it's applicable to us. It's about our age group. And it's a group. They have like I think it's a lactation and breastfeeding support group.
Because I've seen them on the advertisement with the pumps. The breast
but it's
pump.
not just that. But they all have different lives and they're friends outside of the lactation group and everything. But they're in different.
What does the lactation group do? They
talk about breastfeeding and the lactation specialist. I mean, they do like baby yoga and like one episode, one mom said, "Can we just agree that babies do not need to do yoga?"
Facts. I can't even do yoga. What's she stretching out?
Because they was just like, I'm not doing a sun salutation with this baby then followed by a downward dog. I'm not doing it.
Dog with a baby that can't even.
Yes.
Can't even reach their behind? No, I'm not.
She was like, let's just agree that we don't need to do baby yoga. This is stupid.
Right.
And I died laughing. But each mom is like, they're all moms to like, obviously these babies. Some of them have multiple kids. Some of them it's their first kid. But one of them, for instance, this is her first kid with her husband. Her husband has decided to be a stay-at-home dad. He's a filmmaker. Okay. She went back to work. She's contemplating having an affair with somebody at work or whatever.
What?
And then she's like, I think I'm going to leave my husband.
And this is reality.
It's not a reality show.
Okay.
No,
I got you. Okay. I was about to say, this is juicy.
No, it's scripted.
Okay.
Me and reality don't always get along. They can get on my nerves. That's more scripted than the scripted.
My reality is pretty funny.
Girl. And so that's one. So, they're following them. And then there's another one where she's super ambitious in her career and her job sends her to Montreal for 3 months. Her husband didn't want her to go. He was like, we just had a new baby. This is their first kid as well. He's like, you don't really even have to work. I make enough money. She kind of took resentment to that.
Yeah.
So he told her not to put in her name for the promotion. Well, not only did she put in her name, she got the job. They sent her to Montreal. And of course, you know how that works out. They're,
beefing.
Yeah, they're beefing about that. Then one day the kid gets sick, goes to the hospital or something like that.
She feels
guilty about it. So she leaves like a meeting or something, and she comes back. It's like a client meeting in there,
in tears.
A presentation. Yes, and she's like, "I'm sorry, my kid just is in the hospital." And the company owner is like, "Let me see you for a second. Like, hold on for a second." And she was like, "First of all, we do not want them associating sick kids with this business."
What?
Like, she was real. And it was kind of like, you like, wait a minute, you're a mother too. She was just like, and in order for me to build this business, I had to forget that I was a mama.
That's not true.
And I had to make some hard decisions. But it's people like that out there.
There's a lot of people like that
out there. People like that out there. Then there's a lesbian couple. To me, the lesbian couple was mixed match. It was just kind of like this old, free-spirited.
Like stereotypical.
It was, but she was with an African. With an African. Together, I didn't see them together. Because typically you don't see a lot of like Africans and openly gay relationships, and then two,
so that scripting was wrong.
Don't see them in openly gay relationships with people outside of their race.
Right.
Not saying that it never happens, but typically with Africans, like straight out of Africa, still got their accent. You don't see that. African Americans, that's nothing different. Yeah. That's nothing new. But straight Africans, so just to see them together just did not make sense to me. And the Caucasian mom was the birth mom. They had not a surrogate, but they had a donor.
A donor, right.
And I guess they had a donor that was of African descent, so that the baby would be mixed and would look like the two of them or whatever. And, again, but the Caucasian mom had like really bad postpartum, but the African mom was the primary caretaker. I mean, it was just their whole dynamics of their relationship was just so weird to me. And even when they finally showed them together, because they went a lot, they probably could have fallen right into tonight's topic,
right? Because
there was a very long period of them just
being disconnected.
Yes, and so I was kind of thinking, I'm not really feeling y'all. And then it was one mom, she appeared to have it all together, but She was a psychologist, but her children were screwed.
Yeah.
She had a 12-year-old that was out of control. Mm-hmm. She had an 11th or a 12-month-old, mm-hmm. and she just found out she was pregnant again.
Oh, what?
Yes. And
wait, she had a child less than one, and